What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, guys, I am Kumbi, and today we've got My Hero Academia, guys. We are here on season 8, episode 4. The episode's called Quirk Explosion, and I think that we all know what this is about to be, man. This is about to be another Bakugo homage, man. We had Bakugo come back basically from the dead, and bro has been putting BTA on freaking All For One, man. It's been such a beautiful moment, man. It's crazy to think we're here. We're in season 8, man. We've only got, I don't even know, it's like maybe 10 episodes left or something. But yeah, to see Bakugo, yeah, just like this, dude, this is absolutely great, man. And I even said last episode, bro, he's one of my probably top 3 favorite characters in My Hero Academia, guys. I absolutely love it, man. And the way he saved All For One as well, or not All For One, sorry, One For All, not One For All. He saved All Might. Was absolutely crazy, man. I loved every bit of this. Season 8 is cooking, bro. Somebody actually commented on my thing on Patreon. I wish that I could remember the exact comment so I could give you a shout out specifically. I appreciate you just commenting and just kind of keeping up on my Patreon there, and that means the world to me. But he said about how he's like, man, yeah, season 7 and season 8 are absolutely amazing, man. They continue to get more peak. And I even said to him, like, man, I just feel like, you know, season 5, that build up and that story building of the villains to me was very like, yeah, it was a very slower season, but the way that it has made me appreciate even the villains that we've seen in season 7 and season 8 tremendously. And I love the fact that, like, it just feels like we have continued to just raise the bar every season. We went from season 6, which was like, season 5 story building, right? Great story. We laid the foundation. Then we hit season 6, man, where it's like we built our main level of our house. Season 7 built the upstairs, man, and then it feels like season 8 right now. We are putting the roof on it. We are putting the finishing touches on what we have built. It's been beautiful, guys. I love every bit of it. But with all that being said, guys, we're going to jump straight into this, guys. So let's get this, man. Season 8, episode 4, Quirk Explosion. Let's go. Real quick before we jump in, if you want to see these reactions early and completely uncut, they are currently all available on Patreon. All you got to do is go to the description down below, click on that link, and you can join us over on Patreon if you want to continue to support the channel so that we can continue to do this. With all that being said, let's see what this episode's got in store for us. Looks like a cell.
It's hazy, but the memory remains.
There's no way we're getting
this
a
is All
table
For
at
One.
that place.
Miss?
Who is this?
Excuse me. Are you okay?
Shut up! Leave me alone.
This definitely looks like it's back in like All For One's era, because every time we get flashbacks of All For One, he's like, it's got like that red hint in the background, or the red tint behind everything. I wonder if that's his mom. Is that who that is? Because it showed a baby and it looked like All For One. Yeah, because that looks like All For One, because he has like those holes in his hand, right?
We should get them before they come after us. Who's there?
Who's this walking barefoot? Oh, that's All For One.
It's a meta orphan.
Don't feel bad for him. I hear kids are common carriers. Leave the freak.
Damn.
What's that sound?
Oh! That was his mom's
power
quirk.
the child stole.
I'm assuming
from
that's his mom
mother.
too. Yeah, okay. So he just
The
confirmed
boy
it.
had been arrogant from birth.
Damn, bro's eating his mom? Is that what he's doing? All For One's ruthless, bro. And how old is he at this point? He looks like he's got to be 10 years old or younger. Wait, I mean,
Brother, don't hurt him. Stop it.
The older of the boys had stolen nearly every ounce of nourishment from their mother after they were born. As a result, the younger twin was a small, weak child.
damn, bro.
The little brother didn't have anything to offer the older one, but he belonged to him. And
That
the
was really
older
cool that
brother
the way they
would
drew that up.
never
if you notice on that scene too, they drew the way that it was like, I keep saying drawn up, but animated like that was, it showed the little brother laying on the ground and it had like all the blue behind him, but then like on the side that All for One was, because we are kind of getting All for One's POV, it was like the red, just for like good and evil.
Give up one of his possessions.
A hero. Yeah, that's the kind of person I want to be
Dude,
someday.
the innocence in his eyes,
Do you want to
just
read
look at
one
that,
of them
dude.
too?
Just pureness, just innocence.
The younger child couldn't give up on his sibling, perhaps because he recalled a comforting hand in his past, and he wanted to believe it was his brother's, that he was being kind.
Are they insinuating he was not being kind and he was maybe trying to take his brother? Like they said, he took his mom's nourishment.
Managed to amass over 10 million followers.
Brother, why do you look like that?
I just don't understand it. Why rally behind someone so insignificant? Anyway, I killed them and stole their glow.
Damn.
But why?
Didn't you read about this in your comic books? One for all, and all for one. I took those words to heart.
The way he's glowing right now while saying all this is crazy work, man.
Why do
So just, I mean, so okay, so we've talked about this before in the past. All for One has, about the comics that they used to read and how he was always kind of like, you know, how he truly knew like the end, or he read the ending of the book and saw it differently than everybody else did. But like, it's just interesting to me because this whole entire time, right, throughout the entire show, I've kind of always talked about how I was like, man, Shigaraki reminds me a ton of the Joker, because it's like I never could truly understand what his desire was until we got past season 5 a little bit. Is kind of where I feel like I've stopped comparing him so much to the Joker, because we kind of started to see what his motivations were, why he did do the things that he did, why he was the way he was, which I don't want to sound like I'm saying that what Shigaraki's done is valid. Maybe that's the right word, because I'm not trying to say that, but I am trying to say that when you step back and look at it, does he have every right to feel the way that he does about everything? I would argue yes. Again, I'm not saying that I agree with Shigaraki. I'm not on Shigaraki's side, but I do want to say this is, again, kind of what we've talked about with like how some animes do a great job of making their villains very, very likable or very understanding. Like you can understand them. I'm trying to think about a better word to say for that, but they make them very relatable. That's a word where you could relate and you can understand why they would be angry, why they would want the things they want. And I feel like that's kind of where I've gotten with Shigaraki. I can understand his anger now. I can understand why he wants the world to be essentially gone or destroyed, right? Because he just wants to end suffering in general. It reminds me a ton of Madara now that I'm thinking of it. With Madara, I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't seen Naruto, spoilers beware. But Madara, where it was like what Madara wanted truly wasn't evil per se. He just wanted true peace, which he believed that as long as everybody was here and was awake on the world, you could not achieve that, which is why he wanted to create a dream world where everybody had their own idea of their true happiness, which honestly is not bad at all. Like that's not like, yes, you are essentially taking humanity's will away from them, but he also wanted a better world overall, right? It wasn't like he had ill intentions behind what he truly wanted. Does that make sense? His way of going about it was not right, taking away everyone's choices. But it's not like I look at Madara and go, man, this guy's pure evil. That's how my mindset's changed about Shigaraki. I don't look at Shigaraki anymore and think he's pure evil. I look at him now and I kind of feel like, man, he's playing that part very well. And he's angry. And it's, to an extent, justified. But one thing that I've never really talked about is All for One, and how I feel like All for One fits into all of this in terms of like his what exactly he's going for. I guess I kind of always just was like, oh, All for One wasn't really to me the main bad guy. It kind of always was Shigaraki. But as I'm watching this, the more I see of All for One and now we're seeing his past, the more I think, damn, man, maybe All for One is the one who's like the Joker, because I'm watching this and it's like, I don't see the same relatability that I see with Shigaraki and that I see with Dabi and that I see with Toga. I don't see that with All for One. I can't relate to this. Like, I feel like almost like All for One was just born evil. Like that's literally what he was. Like, he is literally just, he is evil incarnate. He has no true motivation that I could stand on, that I could support and say, okay, what you're doing, you have a valid reason to do it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Because like I said, it just feels like, especially from what I'm seeing now, it's like he was just born and he immediately started taking his mother's life, essentially. It was like his natural instinct was me over anyone. And just from what we saw right there, all these metahumans were born, I just don't understand it. So I went and just took their power. And it's like, bro, what? So I'm starting to think that All for One might be the one who it's just like, he's just, and I quote this from the Joker from Batman. What movie is that from? It's from The Dark Knight. Some people just want to watch the world burn. And that to me is what All for One is, where it's like, he's just born evil. There's no reason to what he's doing.
You resist me. Stand by my side.
Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent right
my
there.
Dear, foolish little brother.
Yo,
After all, you were the first thing I ever owned. Well then.
damn, bro.
won't you join
That
me
right
now?
there. That is crazy.
No, stop! Please don't do this!
A couple quick questions that if somebody can answer for me, and I do want to give a shout out specifically to, hold on, let me look it up, because he deserves a shout out on Patreon, man. He has been like in my comments, he's been asking me tons of questions, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully I say this right. Anime Art Project, man. You've been a huge help. Like, he comments on a ton of my Patreon videos and gives me like answers a lot of the questions I'm asking and stuff like that. So I do want to give a big shout out to you. I appreciate how much you help me out with questions I have, especially with My Hero. So if you can answer this one, or if anyone else can on YouTube or in the Patreon comments, that would mean a ton to me. So I cannot remember if we have gotten clarification on, like, did All for One know the quirk he was giving to his brother right there was going to manifest to what it became? Like, did he know that it was going to be One for All, that it was a quirk that you could stack up and you could basically, you know what I mean? Did he know that's what it was? Or what did he think it was that he was giving to his brother if he didn't know that's what it was going to become? That was one of the questions I thought of just watching that. Because he says there, he said, oh, even I have a quirk that even your frail body can basically hold. And so that's what I'm wondering, is if he foresaw what this was going to become. That was one of my questions. But then I also wanted to comment too, just again, what he said right there, where he even said, he didn't even look at his brother and said, like, you know, we were together. He said, you were the first thing I owned. Like, literally talking to his brother, like his brother is his property, not his brother, not a human being. He literally just said, you are what I owned. The very first thing I owned. Like, that was crazy to me, that was how he said it. Like, yeah, dude, the more we're seeing in this episode, man, the more I'm telling you, I'm convinced he is literally just like the Joker. And a story I wanted to kind of just, I'll try to make it quick, because I know I've paused a ton in the last like 10, 15 minutes, but one thing, again, from Batman, The Dark Knight, if you haven't seen that movie, great movie. Love that movie. One of my all-time favorite movies. But one of the other things that they say in that movie that, again, reminds me of this is Alfred tells Bruce a story about, because Bruce is kind of like, I just don't understand the Joker. I don't understand why he is doing the evil he's doing. And he kind of, it leads into what he said about the whole thing where some people just want to watch the world burn, where he tells a story about a robber who stole a bunch of jewels from a village, and super expensive jewels, rare jewels. They couldn't find where the guy went. They never retrieved the jewels. And then one day, some kid or something like that is out there, and, you know, he's picking up rocks and all this stuff like that. And he comes across jewels he's finding along the trail, just random jewels. And it turns out the guy who stole the jewels had just been throwing them off along the, like, as he left. So he didn't even steal the jewels for the jewels. He just stole them just to steal them. With no true reason, no rhyme to it. He just did it because he wanted to do it. He just did it. He didn't need a motivation. His motivation was that he wanted to. And that story reminds me of what All for One's doing, where it's like, again, some people don't have to have a reason or a motivation, which I know that he says here, I found my motivation, which is, he basically said he wants the world to bend the knee to him, essentially. But some people don't have to have a reason to do this stuff. They just want to watch the world burn. I also hear his name, and it reminds me of Yoruichi from Bleach, because I'm watching Bleach as well right now. So don't mind me if I get him confused, because his name sounds more like it's Yoichi.
Why are
like
you
no
running
R.
away? I gave you a power, didn't I? Who do you think you are? Drop his hand. Look at me. You're mine. If you don't want to belong to me, then so be it!
What?
He locked eyes with the young man who had stolen his brother. But his eyes had no luster, no shine, as though
He killed his
painted with
brother like that? How did we
finish.
not ever know this story?
Given their dullness, the young man was not reflected within them.
That's actually a crazy detail that I didn't even realize that. When he just said that, this whole time, All for One's eyes are so dull, you don't see the reflection.
I forced the power upon him against his will, ignoring his protests. And yet, somehow, that meta power has disappeared. Such a thing has never
Is that
happened
his
before.
hand?
I've used my own abilities to confirm that this is the truth. I once suspected that I stole his innate power before I was even self-aware.
Well, at least we
Boss,
know where
when
he
All
got
for
the
One
whole
got
hand
the
thing
better
from
of
for
us,
Shigaraki.
He never touched you, did he?
No, Bruce, stop stalling. Give me the results.
You say you've been feeling weird since that day. I think I know why. You have two meta factors in your body. There's the one you've always had, and a new abnormal one that barely shows up.
So it's true. I thought that was the case. Yoichi's will is inside me.
He still exists.
If you thought about what people wanted or needed,
So is All for
they
One
were
just like
taking
he can
and
feel this?
giving.
Is that what it is, or he just
Could it
is
be a
like
blessing? It could end up being the kindest power the world
he just kind of has
ever
this
known.
intuition because of it's his brother, maybe.
There were tears in my eyes because I was upset. All I want is you, nothing more. I hunt and give chase. Yet still you slip through my grasp.
Oh, is this finally
Yes,
why? Oh,
you're
okay.
to blame.
All of this is your fault!
Okay, that answers one of my questions that I was gonna ask like a couple of minutes into the episode, but I was gonna say, how did he actually end up with like his face the way that we've kind of seen it throughout the entire show until recently, until season 7, when we see him like go back younger? Why was his face always like all messed up, like where he had no eyes and essentially he just had a mouth? But that kind of that scene showed why. I'm guessing it's because All for One punched him right here, and that must have done so much damage, and the doctor had to probably do something to fix it so that he could stay alive, which is why he's on the machine and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that answered a question I've been asking myself.
It's not possible. I wiped out his bloodline. Every last relative. Not just his family. Men, women, and children who barely knew him. I took no chances.
Damn,
if this
dude.
boy was related to him, I would have noticed when we first met. Though, back then he didn't have that look in his eyes. It's a coincidental resemblance.
Are they saying that
but I'm
Bakugo's
sure I
related to
sensed a
him?
will like kudos in him just now. And even if I do reach
He's starting to
Choma,
spiral, bro.
He's already rejected me. Fighting him is inevitable. I thought that no matter what, I needed to reserve my remaining strength to complete the transfer. Omni Vector Unleashed!
What did he say? Omni Vector?
For one goal! Each power I have utilized for a single purpose! Victory!
Oh shit! I was about to say, bro, this shit looks like a spirit bomb or something from Dragon Ball Z, bro. What is this?
What now? Look at him. How do I stand up against that?
Bro, Bakugo somehow beats All for One, dude. I am going to throw my headphones off and run, dude. I don't even know what my reaction's going to be, man.
Don't worry. I won't get in your way anymore.
Holy crap, dude.
Get out of the way!
Please. Blow up.
Oh, that what is it? It looks like just a gigantic ball of body parts.
What was that? I know I didn't see him fire off any attacks.
So what was that then? He stopped it? He's...
The rain's taken away some of my raw power, so I had to improvise.
Oh, God, what is his face?
Coated my explosive sweat in my normal sweat, then sent the drops flying through the air without triggering them, hoping some kind of impact would set them.
Oh my gosh, bro. What is this? Bakugo's crazy, bro. How did he... First of all, his ability to think of that... Oh my gosh, dude. And what's crazy is that is literally the origins of Bakugo's ability. Holy crap, dude. Oh, crap. No, 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 no. Dude, bro is literally just sitting here just throwing freaking explosives. Shigaraki swallowed you up. No way. Oh my gosh, bro. It never has been. Bro. Oh my gosh, dude. This, oh, that art right there was so good. I'm like holding my breath because I don't... Is he actually...
Nobody else's help.
I just have to travel a little farther. Then I can transfer my quirk to Tomura. I'm so close.
Bro's a baby?
You're still crawling around, huh?
Damn, bro. I hope Bakugo's okay.
He can't even talk now. He's a damn baby.
Yeah, but he can still steal your quirk.
If you want to prove that you're strong, you just have to stand up.
Oh, let's go. Okay. Whew. I thought he was about to fall over and he was going to get his quirk stolen.
I won.
No. Oh my gosh, he caught it with his teeth.
Time to go night-night.
Time to go. Time to go night-night all for one.
Damn it. I wanted to stay on my feet. Like All Might did.
But he put his fist up, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bakugo. Dude. Absolute fire, dude. Bakugoat, man. That is what I'm going to call him now. The fact that he is the one who officially defeated All For One. I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming so. I'm still not counting him out 100% because we got to remember, I'm not entirely sure how it works, but his conscience wasn't Shigaraki. He said that it was subdued by Shigaraki's conscience, but there's still a chance. There's still a sliver of All For One probably inside of Shigaraki, unless I'm misunderstanding that. But the fact that he defeated All For One, dude, is crazy. Despite every other hero who fought All For One, Endeavor, Hawks, a bunch of Class A, man, a bunch of people tried to fight him. All For One or Iron Might, dude. I keep calling him All For One, One For All, but Iron Might, dude. All these heroes who tried to fight him, even All Might at his peak, fought All For One and beat him. Yes, but it was like he took so much permanent damage that it's like, you know what I mean? But Bakugo right here defeated him for good, man. Oh, Bakugo, you're absolutely amazing, bro. You are absolutely amazing, man. I freaking love him, man. Dude. Yeah, Bakugo's great. Bakugo's great, man. I appreciate y'all's time, man. This was a good episode. I'm not going to do a whole ton of concluding here, guys. I talked a ton during the episode, guys. But I appreciate y'all, man. We are going to go into the next episode, so I'll see you guys there, guys. Deuces.